I'm sure you've seen an image on the internet before and wondered where it even came from. Well, duh, the internet. Well, you see, that could be said for all of them. But what if we actually took the time to do some research on their origins? Hey everyone, it's Gubby, and in today's video, we're going to be investigating the origins of these unsettling images. Let's start off with a creepypasta classic. Now, you may have seen this image multiple times either through creepypastas, the Cursed Image website, or even YouTube video thumbnails, which is why I'm even discussing this picture in the first place. On my last video, a supporter named Matt wanted me to check out an image of a disturbing person on creator Billy Styler's thumbnail. So Matt, if you're watching this, thank you so much for suggesting it. The image has been on the internet since July of 2008, and looking at its first couple of appearances, it's been linked to many wallpapers, memes, and something known as the cockmongler. So when I saw this, I was heavily debating whether or not I should look into this. But in the end, my curiosity got the best of me, and as it turned out, the cockmongler is the man behind this infamous picture. The image is of a ginger man that became popular on 4chan, but originated on a website known as the world's largest dinosaur. The picture was located in the fun stuff section, to which the photo was titled, "A prime example of too much time at the world's largest dinosaur." The unknown man at the time is seen posing in the original image with a mix of an unsettling and unusually wide smile. Because of his unique characteristics, his face has been photoshopped onto other pictures and it pretty much became a whole meme on 4chan. This eventually later spread onto other online communities and has led to many referring to him as either the grinning or smiling man, or as others prefer to call him, the cockmongler. This photo is heavily edited and, as stated before, has been part of the online horror community for a while now due to the uncanny feeling of the smile. It's even gotten to the point in which an anonymous poster on 4chan posted pictures of him taken at the Calgary Comic Expo. So I'm going to be honest, I didn't even know what to call this image when I first saw it. I found it on the r/oddly terrifying subreddit, and those commenting weren't even aware of what it was. I don't know if any of you guys are Zelda fans, but to me at least, it reminded me of Oko from Twilight Princess. I mean, just look at the resemblance, you can't tell me it isn't that. But on a serious note, I was really questioning on what it was, so I decided to look online. According to this post, this was a new species of animals that was recently discovered, but this can easily be disproven. After doing a quick image reverse search, a blog post that contains the image revealed the true identity. The creature is actually a sculpture created by German artist, Blattlim Wind, and another artist who has helped in some pieces of artwork, Monica Borboleta. There's not too much information on the blog post, but as stated by Monica, she explained, "Blattlim Wind did not care about publicity. He left it to me. I think his works are beautiful, they touch me. I never really knew how to bring it to people, but I never stopped trying." The sculpture goes by the German name of Der Vogelmensch, which translates to the Birdman, and is one of their many creations. Now from what I've seen, these specific sculptures shown are created by only Blattlim Wind, but when it comes to anything dealing with the Birdman, it seems that Monica has also collaborated. These are just a couple different variations of the Birdman, and honestly looking at these images, it makes the original way less unsettling, but at the end of the day, it's cool and unique artwork. At first it was believed that this picture had a disturbing backstory. It was explained that the cameraman took these pictures moments after brutally torturing his cat, and that the person wearing the costume wore it to resemble the cat. Unfortunately, the person in the cat suit enjoyed the torturing and would soon request that the cameraman continue recording and taking photos of himself hurting and torturing them to give some sort of pleasure. Thankfully, this is the complete shitpost. Tenai didn't reveal anything, but after using Labnol, some results were shown. In this case, there was a SoundCloud artist named Anno Maria, who had the image as their profile picture. At this point, it could just be assumed that they just liked the picture and they wanted to add it as their profile picture, so there's really no point digging too deep into it. Another version of the image was shown under a Twitter post that's run by a horror page. The quality was a bit better and had more contrast, but other than that, this was another dead end. The only giveaway this picture shows us is the date in the top right corner, meaning that this is from some sort of a VHS film or video, to which, after investigating on another Reddit post, the origin of the image was later identified to be from a YouTube video. So at this point you might be thinking, okay, they're just furries, let them do their thing, everyone has their own preferences, it's whatever. But you're not gonna believe what this video is for. You can pause the video and leave a quick comment and just write what you think about it, but I guarantee you, no one is going to guess correctly.
Um einen Volkswagen zu fahren, muss man die nicht gleich kaufen.
So yeah, this was a German Volkswagen commercial. Pretty odd since there's nothing car related or even Volkswagen related in the first half of the video. I was able to find a short article explaining the translation in the ad since it was all in German, and basically they reminded viewers that they didn't need to be a cat to go onto the internet. Further explaining to those who want to drive a Volkswagen, don't need to buy one and instead they can lease it. I'm just going to assume that all German commercials aren't this weird, well at least I'm hoping, but I guess I support their creativity. First things first, I just want to say that I spent way too much time trying to find this image. My search for this image started off doing a simple reverse image search, and I was able to find a couple big results. The first result pointed out that this image might have came from a Japanese TV series known as Sorry to Scare You. The show has been adapted from the horror book titled The New Kaiden Earbag, which this specific book collects and supposedly tells real life ghost stories. So great, I have the title now, all I need to do is go onto YouTube and just type it in and I'll find the episode. I wish it were that easy. There were compilations of this show and with the language barrier, this wasn't an easy find. I would quickly glance over the videos looking for that one scene, but unfortunately I had no luck. But even with that, there was still hope. I remembered when looking for the image source, there was a Douyin link, which is just the Chinese version of TikTok, that had a ton of clips from the show. The only problem I ran into was that I didn't know which specific episode had this still frame, so once again I had to watch all these clips until I found it, to which I never did. So for another time, I went back to the image search and found a couple Twitter users talking about the show. This specific user posted the image with the caption, Tales of Terror Futari Bochi by Shin Bukuro. At that point I just typed all of it into YouTube and I was just praying that hopefully anything showed up. And thank goodness I did that because literally the first video that popped up had the scene. In the end, the image came from a movie based on the Futari Bochi series. Mario is a Super Mario World ROM hack pasta. I know this image has been discussed a couple times already, but I'm just gonna keep the history part of it short. The founder of the SMW Central, Kieran Mennel, recognized a text file that the creator of the game, Adam, mistook for the ROM image. He attempted to convert the image back into a JPEG, but it turned out to be barely viewable. Because of this, Kieran Mennel did a quick search to get the accurate dimensions for the image, to which the infamous Mario image was shown. He decided to look through other text files to which the phrase "find me" was hidden between the text. But something that you should keep in mind was that the original image wasn't discovered in the Mario game. Instead, it was seen on a 4chan thread in which the OP stated that they found this picture on their desktop, and that it was causing strange things to occur. After the image was downloaded, it would set itself as your desktop background. Adding on to this, it would freely move around the screen and add some MP3 files. As expected, however, this was proven to be a hoax, and OP Jordan Davis, who was the band's lead singer, posted another thread admitting to it. He explained that he didn't want anyone to believe that they were trolling. It was all merely an experiment, and was an attempt to create a mini ARG. So now that we know who made the image, this brings up the question on where the unedited version of it is. This image has practically been posted everywhere and so many people have been trying to find it. But as with all internet mysteries, there's always going to be a ton of leads and investigations that lead to nothing. Some of the earliest suggestions consisted of a Spanish meme that's known as Ayowoki. Another comparison was Alyssa Bustamante, but both of these have been disproven. As time went by, suggestions were being thrown practically everywhere, but one of the more compelling theories at the time was suggested by a creator known as Midnight Crick. In his video, he explained how the image originally came from a frame from the game Fatal Frame, but sadly this was later proven to be false. Eventually, Jordan Davis came forward once again and gave more information on the image's lore. The original was a Japanese girl in makeup. It was from a black metal type photo shoot. It was during this point that a Discord server created by Midnight Crick was on the lookout for the image. At this point, the victim court server had multiple members in the community tag along in hopes of getting any sort of evidence. Some users in the server consisted of Pete the First or PD, KTB, God, and Denise Kazooie, who initially brought up the idea that the person in the image is a band member from a band named Dir in Grey. PD would also join in and post a picture that resembled the original image. But eventually, God posted the original picture out of nowhere onto the server. The person in the image is simply cosplaying a vocalist from the band named Kyo. It was then brought up that the picture was posted by Flickr user J3SSL33. Jordan Davis would then be shown the picture, and to his surprise, it was a perfect match. Before this part of the video ends off, I just want to thank all the creators who have discussed this image before. All of their video links will be down in the description. If you made it to this point of the video, I just truly want to thank you so much for watching. I don't remember the last time I even done this, but if you want to follow some of my socials, you know, you can always check them out. I'm going to start posting way more on them because, to be honest, I've been lacking so much on them, so if you're interested, just give them a quick follow. Also, for my next video, I'm going to be talking about another disturbing YouTube community, because I know you guys love those videos, so I'll be doing another one, but I just gotta figure out which community I'm going to be talking about. But yeah, that's the end of today's video. Once again, thank you guys all so much for watching, and as always, have a great one. And I truly mean that. I truly hope you do have a great one.